Hey guys, Lionheart here. I want to do a quick down and dirty review of the Rohan War Axe from United Cutlery. Uh, it costs roughly 280. I got it from CastleCon, so it was 280 plus shipping. Specs on it: overall length with the handle is 33.5 inches. The blade is about 11 and a half, closer to maybe 11 3/4. They say the blade is a false edge. Both CastleCon and United Cutlery call it a false edge. I would call it more of a to me, it is sharpened. It's not really false edge. It's just not super, super sharp. But for an axe, it already comes with a reasonable chopping sharpness to it. The blade is high carbon steel, so that makes this thing, or at least it's one more aspect of it that suggests it puts it towards the realm of a functional, battle-ready weapon, and we'll get more into that. The handle is hickory, a nice hardwood. It's beautifully stained. It's beautifully smoothed and sanded to perfection, and then they stained it with a nice dark finish and wrapped the handle in either leather or a fake leather. I think it looks more fake to me, but it's hard to tell. It's such a fine, smooth finish that it's really hard to tell if it's real or fake. Let's see what else about it. It is just over 7.5 pounds. It's a beast for sure. Definitely a heavy axe, but that's okay. It's a usable axe and not horribly heavy for what it is. Some construction here. How is this head held in place? So this head is held in place. It's a round shaft there, round head piece of wood, and it's held in place two ways. There is a pin that they drilled all the way through and then blended in beautifully on both sides, but there is a pin in there. You can see on that side a little bit better. There we go. There's a pin, but there's also a wedge. There you go. At that angle, you can see the two different woods there. So even though it's a round shaft, I was a little concerned. Oh, okay, if it's a round shaft, it's gonna pop off. But no, they did it like a good, proper, usable axe with a nice wedge in the end. And really, the pin is just a bonus. Help it from spinning a little bit better. But as far as falling off the end, with that a nice wide wedge, it's not going to be an issue. So really good construction there. Let's see what else about this. Just show you this width, this blade profile that they went with. Super wide most of the way down, only getting thinner towards the tip here. I really like that. It's a perfect balance for different aspects of chopping or different types of chopping. Being so wide for so long, this makes it a pretty darn good geometry for chopping wood, which is what I bought this axe for. Honestly, it might do a better job chopping wood than it would in battle because it is so wide. Typical battle axes back in the day were real thin here, and they stayed thin. So I'll show you an example of one later. But so this one, how they designed it, they stayed real wide, and maybe that's how it was in the movies. I'm not sure offhand. They say it was replicated quite well to the movie version, so I'm assuming that's how it was, which would make sense if they were using an axe that they happened to have around the farm kind of thing, that they then were using for battle. But for a dedicated war axe, it's wider than it typically would be, so that's interesting. It's got this awesome horse on the back. Really good detail. And no seam at all either. I mean, you could tell that this wasn't just like cast from two pieces and put together. So like, no, this is a beautifully forged axe. Let's see if we can see the detail here. It was made in India. There we go. That's pretty good. I don't know if, yep. So made in India. This is going to be from Windlass Steel Crafts. So another one from United Cutlery that they got on board with Windlass Steelcraft to put out an amazing product. They're doing the Battle Forged line of swords that they have out right now, that they're slowly working on more and more of, are made by Windlass Steelcraft. So this is from them as well. They've made a lot of amazing things over the years. So that's awesome to see that this is coming from them. That means you should be able to mostly trust it. You know, they had a couple issues over the years, but not bad. Mostly they're regarded as a good company for kind of mid-range product. So rarely will something from them break. It might not have the absolute highest tolerance or something like that. But as far as blade quality goes, metal, steel quality, they usually use a good steel. And you know, if they're putting out something like this, it's going to be good, and it is. So some pros for this thing. The carbon steel blade, that's amazing. That's what you want for this actually to be usable. The fact that it's properly wedged, you know, pinned through the axe here is great. But more importantly, the wedge at the end there, that's awesome. The fact that it has a good chopping angle, especially if people want to be chopping wood with this, that's got a good angle for that. And great wood. They put a hickory handle on here. That's what most of the chopping axes are. The handles that you buy from a store, throwing tomahawks, those are almost all hickory. So they use the right kind of wood for this, for it to be good. The details are fantastic. That horse, this pattern etched into it. There you go. It's really good. I'm really impressed. The end of there, the bearded part of it. Really good details. And yeah, let's show you the end here a little bit better with the wrapping. So I can't quite tell if it's leather or not. I don't remember what they said. But good tight wrapping. Looks good, feels good. The cons? Not many. This could be too heavy for some people. Depends what you're trying to do with it. If it's just hanging on your wall, then weight doesn't really matter. If you're chopping with it, yeah, it's a beast of an axe for sure. Could be a little heavy for some people, but it's got the weight of a splitting axe. So if you're actually chopping wood to splitting wood, I think the weight is fantastic. It'll just help you chop. If you're going to be wielding it in battle, yeah, it's a little heavy potentially to be wielding in battle long. So that's what I touched on with, they added a lot of weight with that geometry right here being so thick. So yeah, it would be a little heavy for battle, but luckily most of us are not going to be bringing it into battle. And yeah, that's that con. It's the wrong geometry for battle, technically. But it's not as wide as it could be. It's not as wide as like a dedicated proper splitting axe. So it's kind of a happy compromise. I think it would do okay in battle, even though it's a little heavy, and it should do great chopping wood. And I've got this other axe here. This is by H&K Forge. I have done a lot of chopping with this. Almost the same blade design there, more or less, just a sharper beard on it there. But what I wanted to show you is let's get the right angle. That's a proper head chopping battle axe design there. Super thin, and it just gets thinner and thinner. That's what you want for proper battle head chopping, executioner style. That's what they would be. That's how most of those medieval axes were. Viking axes, all of them, they go real thin like that. Now, given this would be a dedicated battle axe, this wouldn't be for around the farm. So yeah, I said with the angle with the other one, it's interesting. They chose to make it so thick, but I'm going to be chopping with it, so it's perfect for me. What's the overall verdict? I think it is worth every penny of $280 plus the shipping, so it came to like $310 or so. Yeah, every penny of that. This thing is incredible. I said from the handle, the blade, every aspect of the blade, it is absolutely perfectly done, this blade. Yeah, truly a usable battle forged, battle ready chopping or splitting axe. So I'm really glad I bought it. I'm gonna hold on to this sucker and get chopping with it. This will be my new main chopper for sure. That's what I bought it for, and I'm glad it's going to work out as such. Once I get chopping with it, I wanted to make this review before I got it all banged up. But once I get chopping with it, I will. I probably won't make a new video, but I'll try to put some comments down below of how it actually worked with chopping and how it's holding up and all. I do want to test it pretty hard to see how this handle and the whole pinned and wedge design holds up. So between the two of those, it really should be solid. The only thing that would be is with so much mass. I mean, the handle's only going to last so long. Good hickory handle, but you know they intend those to be replaced over time. So we'll see how hard it's going to be to get a new handle that fits on this, or to make a new handle that fits on it properly when I break it, because I will at some point, as I would any axe. All right, well, that's all I got for this one. Thanks a lot for listening. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments, and I'll try to see those eventually and reply to you. All right, till next time, Lionheart out.